Hello, Nina here, and I want to introduce you to my SEO page view calculators and more. I thought I would just make one when I first started this, and then I had too much fun and I made 5. So these are free calculators that live on Shino's SEO. You can find them under the everything bar here. They are the last thing in the menu, or if you just search page view or calculator, it'll come up. Now, I made these to help people get a bit more confident with their strategies for SEO. I am such a control freak, so I really like to have strict numbers and things to work with. And these are some of the strategies that I use to feel more confident with my keyword research plan as to how much traffic I think it'll actually get me, how much money I think I can make from a post with affiliates or with ads. And so that's how these were born. So the first one we have is a DA calculator. I'm going to take you through how these all work. They're pretty simple to start with, and then they get more complex as we go, but I wanted to show you how to use them. So you'd enter your DA from Moz, let's say it's 21, calculate, and you'll see what DAs you can compete with. So everything like I built these on comes from statistics and up-to-date kind of teachings, I guess, in the SEO world. As those change, I will update things, but these are all based on like the most scientific things I could find for data for all of this. Now, as you'll note, I do say in your niche, just because you have a DA of 21 and you can go up to a DA of 45, don't randomly jump niche, guys. Stick with your niche. So like if you could be the best known person in the world, like you could be, I don't know, Jamie Oliver for cooking, but if he suddenly came out with a makeup brand, we'd all be very confused. Same thing here, keep on niche for Google. Down here we have the keyword traffic calculator, which basically is when you put in the traffic or estimated monthly volume that you're going to see from like key search, Ahrefs, SEMrush, whatever. It's going to show you what position 1, 2, and 3 would on average get as click-throughs for like actual page views on your site. So this is the traffic you're likely to get. Now, this obviously does vary, and the more secondary keywords you have, the better, for sure. But this is a good way to kind of figure out, first of all, to like inspire you to go for this #1 spot, but also to figure out if a keyword is worth it. Down here we have the total page view calculator, which is where you're going to add in the monthly volume, or I call it page views because a lot of people like just colloquially refer to it that way when they're looking at key search or Ahrefs or something. But essentially it is the monthly volume or impressions that keyword is anticipated to have. So you're going to input that number here. You can then input the number, like whatever the keyword's name is. You can add up to 50. And then you can calculate. So this is going to allow you to add a bunch of them together. And for this one, the page views, one of the reasons I also named it differently than traffic is because you can combine page views from secondary keywords as well. So you can group all of them together and then get a more accurate reading here of kind of how your whole strategy is going to play out. So if you're aiming for Mediavine, that's 50,000 sessions, which is about 65,000 page views. So if you have a bunch of keywords and they all say that they're 1,000 page views, but they're not actually, this would be a better way to figure out what the actual traffic should be. Or you can upload the CSV file, but do note it needs to have specific column labels for it to be able to work. And then you can just drag and drop it and then calculate, and it's going to run the calculation for you and give you the total. We also have the affiliate income calculator. This is like one of the main ways I've been able to scale my income like crazy, this and the RPM calculator. These are just calculations I do because math calms me down when I'm feeling stressed. But so essentially you're gonna put in the keyword, the number of page views. I do recommend building like kind of amalgamating the secondary keywords as well. Again, this is like impressions, not real page views. Then you're going to put in the commission percent for whatever the affiliate network you're using is. So if your affiliate network is Viator, that's 8%. So you're just going to put the number 8. You're not going to do it in decimal format. It needs to be in percent format. If it's Amazon, you're going to have to go and check for the specific percentage for the specific item. If you're using a mixture of items, then kind of average it out. Then for cost, you're going to put the price of one of those items. So let's say it's, I don't know, toothbrushes off Amazon. I'm going to make up percentages because I do not know them off the top of my head, but like, let's just say it's toothbrush, Pageview is 1,000, the commission rate is it's not decimals, Jesus Nina, and then the cost is $1. And then you can add up to 50. And if you calculate, you're going to get the estimated earnings that you would get for selling one of those. Then we have the RPM calculator. Oh, and sorry, you can add up to 50 as well. So again, you can like see the effects that your whole strategy would have. And then the RPM calculator is where you can put in your keyword and its anticipated monthly volume, and then the average RPMs from your ad network. And then you can add more keywords, but the average RPMs you only enter once. And that's also going to tell you on top of like how much traffic you can get, how much money you can get from those posts. It does work really well to also like do it by type of post. So for example, if you have a certain destination that makes you a lot more money, putting only keywords for that destination and then just putting the RPMs for that destination, then you're going to be able to see a little bit differently. Okay, this destination will pay me a lot more, and then another one that pays you less, you'll see it more accurately. However, going with your overall average, very easy. But if you're like pivoting towards the one that pays more, you're going to kind of undercut yourself a bit. And I like knowing semi-accurately how it's working. Now, I did add a disclaimer. None of the data you enter here is collected. Like it shows up and then it vanishes for you. If you refresh this page, it's all gone. I don't collect anything, even the keywords. I only put that there so you guys can keep track of it better. You don't have to enter a keyword if you don't want to. I am not tracking the keywords. I'm not tracking anything here. Like that's not what I'm here to do. This is just meant to be helpful for you. So yeah, I literally can't see your data. It's not saved anywhere. And I also want to note that these are mobile friendly, but they are not perfect. Especially like I find to enter a ton of them, it just gets tiresome on mobile. They are more so meant to be used on desktop, and the CSV function definitely works better on desktop. So yeah, these are 100% free to use whenever you'd like to use them. If you have suggestions for other ones you would like to see, I would love to hear. And if you have any suggestions to improve them, I'm always happy to take constructive criticism and adjust things. Long term, I will be making a CSV option for the RPM calculator and the affiliate income calculator, but I've got a very special course launching next week on how you guys can build these too. And that is taking up a lot of my brain space right now because I need to actually write the sales page and I have been putting it off. So I hope you guys really enjoy these, and if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, or ideas, let me know, and I will see y'all soon.